Hello there, what is happening, guys? My name is Sam1901 and welcome back to episode 3 of Madden Career Mode. Now, sadly, the audio messed up on this, so this is actually going to be an after commentary of the menu. I'm only in it for about 2 minutes. I think I'll just have to sort out some contracts and then I'm done. And then we move into the game, which is a really good one. It's very close as usual. I find I'm getting really good games, and we've got the Panthers to play. As you can see, I'm getting really close games, and they're really good so far. So my record so far, 1-0. Look at that. So we've got the Carolina Panthers. Let's see what they have to do, huh? So we're just going to auto-progress players. We're going to skip doing scouting till later on when we have a better idea of what we want. And Jesus Christ, Shimon Bushrod wants a heck of a lot more money. He wants about $1.5 million more dollars a year. That's ridiculous. I think here we just go in and see who else we could get on the free market. I don't know why. I honestly can't remember. I recorded this a while ago. And I think we end up offering it to him. We're seeing the alternatives we've got for left tackle, but then we just end up going and entering negotiations with him anyway, so it's a bit silly. And we offer him what we want, I think, or just below. But that's pretty much all we do in the menu for this episode. So as soon as I've offered it him, I'll probably start the game, and then I'll cut to the video, which takes me like an hour a pop to edit. These videos take so long to do, so please watch, like, appreciate, share them around, because honestly each one of these videos takes about an hour to record, takes about an hour to edit, then it takes another 20 minutes or so to do the commentary, takes about an hour to render out, and takes about 2 hours to upload. So it's a ridiculous amount of time. So please, if you enjoy this, just leave a like, tell your friends, and I will love you forever. Not that I already don't, I'll love you more. Anyway, I'll see you in a second. Cue shit.
Charlotte, North Carolina is the host here for this NFC matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Hello friends, Jim Nance along with Bill Sims. We have two teams today desperately want to beat one another. It has turned into one of the great rivalry matchups around the entire National Football League. And how do you see it, Phil, before kickoff?
I'll just say it this way. I don't think they like each other a whole lot. So that always makes for more exciting football, and we're going to see how it plays out.
The key matchup in this one, of course, these two elite quarterbacks, Cam Newton and Drew Brees.
You know, Jim, there's a lot of ways to look at these guys. When you look at Cam Newton, you see how big and strong he is. He can fire that football down the field, and he still does it with just raw ability. Look at Drew Brees. It's about his brains, his experience, and being a very accurate thrower. It's going to be fun to watch both of them.
So we kick from the start, and of course we kick it all the way back for a touchback. And so they start with the quick pass out to the left, so they pick up the first down there, and then they get the penalty, which is a bad start for them, to be honest. Things are looking up. So of course the Panthers' strengths are their running back, who is an 85 in this game, I believe, and he is D'Angelo Williams, of course, and also their wide receiver Smith, who is like 91 in this game. So the quick toss to the left picks up the touchdown there, and now we are 7 points down at the start. So from the kickoff, of course, Moore catches the ball. We make it to the 24, and the shotgun pass there. We see Graham angle in, and we pass it to him, and he makes a good few yards. Here we go to the delay screen we all know and love, but we fumble. We fumble the ball and they recover, but Was it a true fumble? The booth reviews the game, the ball even, and the ruling is overturned, giving us the ball back. So we see Graham out on the right there, and of course we're going to pass it to him because he has the safest hands out of anyone on our team. And then we get the quick outside handoff to Sproles to score and to make the game an even ball game. So after forcing the touchback from the kickoff, as always, we put in a huge sack there on Cam Newton as he runs the read option and runs straight back into the backs of his own players. Now there, he makes a quick dump over the top and it doesn't work. We intercept and we get the ball. So we go to that delay screen and fail before following up with the draw pump action fake. What? Draw pump fake. But anyway, we find Graham on the left. I think that was Graham. This is moving too quickly for me to commentate over, which is kind of stupid. But of course, we force that touchback. We ain't gonna let them have easy yards. And their running game is destroying us at the moment. So sad I didn't pick that off. That was a good opportunity to pick the ball off and get it back up the field. So of course they're sending heavy running at us. So we're gonna reply with heavy blitzes. And then we get them to 4th and 4, forcing the punt. So now we are 14-7 up and we've got possession. We are looking good. Sproles quick step in there, makes a few extra yards. But then we make a stupid pass to Moore, who was not open at all. And they recover the ball. Ah, dear. Anyway, they're on a 14-yard line as they make a good 4 yards off that pass. And they're running this read option with Cam Newton because he's a good runner. And then he overthrows there and we force them to use the field goal, which makes the game 14-10. So from the kickoff, Moore gets the ball, and I think we just dive down here to prevent any kind of hard hit or fumble that may have happened because he was completely isolated. And look, Sproles there trying to do the little step outside, but it didn't quite work. And then the play action fake, tried to quickly smack it off to Graham, didn't work at all, and they intercept. Anyway, they're back up in our 30 now. And of course, they're sending a heck of a lot of runs. And when they try to pass here, we put in the stops. And now we get it to 4th and 12. So we force a field goal. And even though we get the flag for offside, they're going to take the field goal anyway, because they're not going to get first. And they get the field goal anyway. So now it's 1 point in the game. Unbelievable. So from the touchdown, kickoff even, of course, they kick it to Moore, kick it to Sproles, people. Give me some touchdowns. And that's why we give the outside handoff to Sproles, and he makes a very good few yards. Again, with the draw here, we almost make the first down, but it goes to 2nd and inches. So we run the same play with Pierre Thomas. It doesn't quite work out. And then we get sacked from the pass. We decide to go for it with the delay screen. It looks like we're set. We've got 3 blockers and our runner on the right side. But none of the blockers pick up the tackler. And he gets us down before the 10-yard line. And then we lose the ball. But we get it back almost straight away with the interception with Robinson. And then we see Sproles. Don't know how he caught that wide open, like, I don't know, something wide open. Give me something here down the middle, and we keep just popping it up. We're gonna keep making easy yards, and we see no options there, so we try to just get it down the field and run it a bit. Doesn't work out. They knock the pass down there, and then we see no one. They're doing very good defense there, and we had no one to go to, so we go to the field goal, putting us up by 4 points. That is at least a touchdown. They can't get us back on the field goal, so we're feeling comfortable. Of course, we get that touchback from the kickoff, and their runs still really aren't working out. Don't know why I missed the snap on that there. And it goes into halftime. So from the kickoff, we get it to Sproles finally, and he makes it to the 25 before being tackled. Outside handoff there to Sproles, gets absolutely hammered down to the ground before he can even move. Anyway, we see him out on the left, but his man picks him up really well. And look at that read option. That was I have to admit, that was a really good read option there from Cam Newton. I believe that's a read option. And anyway, he makes a good few yards. Pass there, misses, putting them at 2nd and 10. And again, Cam Newton keeps running it in, and they keep getting these first downs there. And the missed tackle. The missed tackle gives them the first down. And we couldn't do anything about that. Anyway, the run there puts them on 2nd and 1. And their man's wide open on the right, but he steps out just before the line. It doesn't matter because they pick up Smith outside. And of course, they'll get the PAT from that. So that's the extra point. Don't know why we did that little loop around there with Sproles, but we take the touchback anyway. As we go to the slants over the middle and see more wide open zone defense not picking up those slants. And then we go, I don't know why we didn't throw to X there because he was wide open, but we went for the long pass, missed it. Then Sproles skipping through tackles like butter. Like butter. I don't know why. Anyway, we go back to that delay screen. Delay screen really hasn't been working for us this game as we run into the back of our own players. But we find Marquez Colston wide open with the slants over the middle. Anyway, the end around fails tremendously and we keep returning to the draw because the draw seems to be working for us, as well as these slants which work out again. Slants, really, really effective play. I'm not sure how well it works against people, but it definitely works against the computer. Anyway, everyone's picked up there, so we try to run it with Breeze. Doesn't work out, we lose 5 yards, and then they knock it down, forcing us to get the field goal and making it an even ball game at 20-20 with 5 minutes left on the clock in the 4th quarter. Anyway, you know what we're doing from that kickoff. We're forcing them to go from the 20 and they run it and make about 7 yards off the run with D'Angelo Williams, who's an absolute beast. Anyway, they pick up the first down there and we're just sending blitz after blitz after blitz after blitz, trying to pick up the people, pick up the runners, and that was really good there. Quick, what was it called? I can't remember what it's called. When you throw it backwards, I really can't remember. And I'm trying to think of it now. They keep sending the runs, and we get to the 2-minute warning, and it's still 20-20. Anyway, their man makes it into so much space. Our defense didn't pick him up, and he made so many yards there, and that could have screwed us over right there. And look at the hit. That was boost. Anyway, they fumble the ball, we recover, and we get the pick 6 from the red zone. That doesn't happen every day. And we've injured their man on the ground. That was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So now with a minute left, they need a touchdown and a conversion in order to stay in the game. So they start off from the 20, make a good 10 yards to start with. The quick pass there puts them all the way past the halfway line. Our defense is doing shit all to these pass plays. Honestly, the only thing we've been able to contend with in this game were the run plays, and they've stopped doing that now because they want to conserve the clock, and run plays definitely don't conserve the clock. So there, they keep going to the pass, and we just can't stop them. Our defense cannot stop them, but we put in a stop there on the 1 yard line. So Cam Newton spikes the ball to stop the clock, and then they get the touchdown. In the last play of the game, with 2 seconds left on the clock, they get the touchdown. I'm sorry, my editing in this video seems to be really shit. All these plays are going by so quickly. But Anyway, they make it an even ball game, so we have to go to the toss to determine who's going to get the ball in overtime. I go for tails and lose, so the Panthers receive. Now we are in deep doo-doo. Anyway, of course they're starting from the 20 there, as they take the run with Stewart this time. And he makes it all the way down past the halfway line. Can we stop them? Can we stop them? Can we get the ball back before they get into field goal range? Well, that isn't happening because they're in field goal range now. As you can tell, this is going to be some kind of miracle if we can get this ball back now without them scoring. But it just doesn't look like happening as they make it down to the 21. Screen pass puts them down to 2 and 1. Now they're 3rd and 2 and they pick up their first down. We just can't stop them. Anyway, they make it to the 4-yard line and now Newton runs it in, but we pick him up. We pick him up and make it 3rd and 2. But it doesn't matter because they pick up their touchdown. And that's the end of the video, guys. We record our first L in the win-loss book. I don't know what to call it. They win, we get our first L in our second game. And I promise you, I'm not going to keep that up. We're going to win the rest of the games in this season. Don't hold me to that, seriously.